Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature's for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, my beautiful people, man. Good evening, good afternoon, good day to you, billionaires. Thanks so much for joining us again here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put in the book, we absolutely will find it. Reading Rainbow 2.0 with a purpose. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, ERGJ Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Study of Black Wealth. A study of the 12 richest black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way, but if you do, might want to study wealthy people. So we wrote the book there. Not only is it a book, guys, but it's also a club that you can choose to join. So simply go to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, get the book, join the club, walk away from the crowd of broke, get rich. That's how we're going to do it around here. Because we're going to do what wealthy people do. How about that? All right, so we're going to continue along here in our journey into Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice. Everybody put in the console, it's a choice. Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice by none other than Mr. Dennis Kimbrough. This book is recommended by Black Enterprise as a required reading for all African Americans truly committed to the pursuit of happiness and fulfillment. And today's topic is we're going to be having a money talk. And we're going to be finishing up chapter 10, and that means we're almost done, guys. I mean, maybe 2 more weeks. I mean, look how much we got left. I mean, we is almost done. That's it. That's it. We're going to be done. I guess we need to figure out what book we're going to read next. Well, I already know we're going to read next. I already know we're going to read next. We're going to be reading As a Man Thinketh next. That's going to be the next book. As a Man Thinketh. So that's what we're going to be reading next. And so we're going to get right into this thing today, guys. We're talking about money talks and rendering service. If you guys understand that, if you want to make more money, you should provide more service, more useful service, better service and more useful service. And so we're going to pick up where we left off in last episode. This is episode 50, by the way. 50 episodes of reading the book in only, a month? Oh, that's pretty good. Pretty good. See how many books we're going to get done this year. We just keep trucking along, keep trucking along. I was reading Black Titan. Do I need to read Black? You know what? You're right. I was going to read Black Titan next. Oh, I know what happened. Oh, okay. You're right. Black Titan. Yeah, let me get that. 1 second. You're right. Thank you so much, Beth. I don't know what I would do without you. Black Titan. The story of A.G. Gaston and the making of a Black American millionaire. That's what we're going to read next. Thank you so much for reminding me. Black Titan. Okay, that's what we're going to read next. That's right. Keep me on point. That's what help a brother out. That's my sister for. We're going to read Black Titan next. I think that was the book I was going to read after I read The Alchemist. And I'm reading so many books, I can't keep up sometimes. Okay. So let's get into this, man. Think and Grow Rich, a Black Choice. It's a choice. It's a choice for you to be rich. It's a choice for you to be wealthy. It's a choice for you to accomplish your goals. It's a choice. You make the choice, put in the work, make it happen, Captain. That's what we're going to get into today, man. Hey, man, it says service is rent you pay. Service is rent you pay. How can you gain such a reputation? Certainly not by offering as little service as possible. Service is the rent you pay. Everybody putting also service is the rent you pay. Service is the rent you pay for the space you occupy while on this earth. You'll never get rich except by enriching the lives of others. You'll never get rich except by enriching the lives of others. So a lot of us talk about empowering. You know what I do? I enrich. I look to enrich others. And it brings me back a return. All right? I look to enrich others, and it brings me back a return. So if you think about it, you say, well, hey, I can't get rich unless I enrich others. Well, what are you going to do to enrich others? Great question to ask, by the way. Of course, that is if you want to get rich, if you want to be wealthy. Everybody don't want to be wealthy. So you ain't got to worry about enriching others if you don't, just don't enrich nobody and see how that works out for you. Okay? You'll never get rich except by enriching the lives of others, and you'll never prosper except by bringing prosperity to your fellow man. An ancient parable illustrates this point. Many years ago, in a kingdom far away, lived a man whose official title was server of the kingdom. One day, as he was walking through the forest, he was approached by a genie. And like all genies, this one offered to grant the young man a wish. Any wish, he exclaimed. Anything, replied the genie. The young man pondered his good fortune for a moment. Then he told the genie how all of his life he had served others. I know what I want, the man blurted out. I want people to serve me for a change. The genie said, granted, and vanished into the forest. Eager to test his newfound power, the young man walked back to the castle. As he approached the gate of the royal palace, the servant presented himself and opened the gate for him. That night, after he finished his dinner, a servant stepped forward to wipe his mouth and clear his table. When the young man retired for the evening, a servant appeared to pull back his bed. The next morning, when he was greeted by another servant who retrieved his slippers and prepared a royal breakfast. Though he valiantly tried to perform his duties as a king's cupbearer, somebody was always there to perform the chore for him. Throughout his life, all he had ever done was serve others. It wasn't long before he realized that he couldn't do anything for anyone, and he began to feel its effect. For the first 30 days, the novelty of his fortune was interesting. For the next 30 days, it was irritating. And by the last 30 days, he couldn't stand it any longer. With a thundering fury, he looked diligently for the genie. After a 3-day search, he found him in the forest. Reduced to tears, the young man told the genie, I am so glad I found you. I changed my mind. I want to go back to serving others. Without any emotion, the genie said, I can't help you. But the young man reiterated, you don't understand. I'm willing to do anything to dedicate my life to my fellow man. Again, the genie stated, there's nothing I can do. But the king's servant wouldn't quit. He pleaded, kind sir, I would rather be in hell than not be able to serve my fellow man. And to this, the genie replied, my dear man, where do you think you've been for the past 90 days? You have the greatest vehicle for service in America. In our country, you no longer sell a product. In our country, you no longer sell a product. You render a service. Let that sink in with you. In our country, you no longer sell a product. You render a service. Think about that statement for a second. You no longer sell a product. You render a service. Now, some might want to debate that. Say, oh, no, I sell a product. Well, do you? A part of the product that you might sell is part of a service that you provide. Solving a problem. I like that. The greatest thing in the world, the greatest thing in the world is the opportunity to be of service to others. The customer wants the most for the least amount of money and will decide where he will spend his earnings. There is a world yearning for new ideas, for new products, and for new services. How can you be of service? How best can you serve? Joseph Carbro, the author of The Lazy Man's Way to Riches, was fond of saying that most people are too busy earning a living to make any money. He said most people are too busy earning a living to actually go and make any money. What Carbo means was that the average person never seems to find the time to work on the really important things, the creative projects that produce big payoffs. It is creativity more so than hard work that lies at the heart of success in any field or endeavor. And in order for a person to have the time to engage in creative thinking, he must learn to work efficiently. Refer back to lesson 2. Remember, all you need is one good idea. People are too busy earning a living to make any money. I'm gonna write that one now. You know that's gonna be on my next post. How much money do you want to earn, by the way? Good question to ask. How much money do you want to earn? How much money do you want to earn? Take a few moments and answer the following questions. What have you got to sell? What will the world offer for what you do? How many people do what you do? And in the field in which you serve, where do you stand in this hierarchy of value? Not as a human being, but as one who serves others. As you answer these questions, you might realize why some people earn more money than others. They have made themselves more valuable as servers of others, more in demand. How can you make yourself more valuable? People who are willing to do more than they are paid for will seldom be paid for more than they're doing. People who are unwilling to do more than they're paid for will seldom be paid for more than they're doing. You may have heard someone say, "Why should I knock myself out for the money I'm making?" It is this attitude more than anything else that keeps men and women at the bottom of the economic pile. They have yet to understand the correlation between value and income. As you grow in value as a person, you will receive the income you seek. As you grow in value as a person, you will receive the income that you seek. As you may remember, billionaires, we don't pursue money. Money pursues us because it's attracted to us as we become more attractive. In other words, as we become more valuable, money finds its way into our wallet, into our bank account. That's why you ought to pursue money. Pursue your goal, pursue your passion, pursue your ideas. Become more valuable. And you will demand more money. Or command it. One of the two. If you try to stand still in life, and millions do, you will never know the rewards or the joy of accomplishment, the personal satisfaction and peace of mind that comes only to the person who strives to achieve. There are two steps that you must take. First, you must decide how much money you really want. Not a vague figure, but the exact amount. Second, you must release your preoccupation with money and concentrate on improving what you now do. First, you need to know what you want. Specifically. Exactly. How much? It's a number. And then you must just get better at what you already do. Now, here's the problem many people do. They say, I want more money, so I'm going to go take on new tasks. I'm going to go do new stuff. They don't never think, well, hey, why don't I just get great at what I'm already doing? Why don't I become phenomenal in what I'm already doing? Why don't I just become so valuable in what I am already doing that'll bring more money? But no, this fictitious thing that people keep talking about, multiple streams of income. Well, here's the problem. Most people are having they have multiple streams of income that requires their activity. And you only got so much time in a day. So you got multiple streams or possible streams, but you don't really have streams. You got possibilities. Let's call it what it is. You got multiple possibilities for making money, but you're still not making money. Why? Because it's not a stream yet. Why? You ever thought about that? You really got to do some inspection for yourself. You got multiple possibilities, which everybody has, by the way. And you're calling your possibility streams, but they're not. Matter of fact, many of you, it's not a stream. It's what is it called? It's not coming to you. It's going away. You're paying for something but not getting anything in return. When I say anything, I'm talking about money. You're putting the money out. You're investing in it. You're spending it. It's not bringing you any money back, but you're calling it a stream. No, it's a possibility. Know the difference between possible and reality. Know the difference. I'm telling you, you know the difference. If once you realize this, say, oh, wait a second. How much money did I spend on this? Right? Cost of doing business, right? It's called the cost of doing business. How much money did I spend on this? Okay. $40. Okay. How much money did I make? Nothing. Net loss. Not bad. You can report it as a net loss on your taxes. Just want to understand it's not a stream. It's a possible stream, but it's not a stream. Let's get back to the book. So second, you must release your preoccupation with the money and concentrate on improving what you now do. Improve your service, expand your service, and most importantly, go the extra mile. This is the format by which you will qualify yourself for the amount of money that you expect to earn. You got to qualify for this money. First you got to know how much you want to make. Exact. Then you must improve what you already do. Improve your service, expand your service, go the extra mile. And that's how you actually qualify to make the money that you say you want. Now, here's the problem. Many people can't simply cannot say, here's how much money I want to make. They have a problem sometimes just really blurting out whatever that is. Now, I want you to also understand that when this thing called money, it's levels to this thing. So you could be a $10 person right now, and you're going to say something silly like, oh, I'm going to make $1 million this year. Probably not. Right? You got to level up to $1 million. Now, it's possible, but not probable. Now you say, well, hey, I'm a $10 person. Now I'm going to be a $100 person this year. Okay, that's steps. Okay, I got to that $100 level. I'm building up my confidence. I've become more valuable. I'm starting to understand this thing. I'm working on that $1,000. I'm working on a $250 person. Or I'm working on a $1,000 person. I'm just going to keep adding zeros as I level up. There's levels to this thing. I remember when I started, right? My value, what I thought my value was, $50 an hour. That was cool. But then there's levels to this thing. I started getting better. Started providing more service. Started to expand the services that I offer. Started going the extra mile. Sooner than later, $100 an hour. Now I'm starting to value my time more because it really is something I simply don't want to do. I'll do them, but I simply don't want to do them because they take up too much time with one particular person. Next level, $150 an hour. That was cool. And you know what? I found people pay. When I first started, I thought, man, people can't afford this. They can't afford it. They're not going to pay $50 an hour. That should be reasonable for the people that I was attracting to my life. But then as I got better, as I leveled up, I started attracting different type of people. Different caliber of people. Now, $200 an hour. And I don't foresee it going down anytime soon. It's levels to this thing. Once you have rendered adequate service for the amount of money you've decided upon, you'll soon find yourself earning it. You'll soon find yourself earning the amount of money that you say you want to make. In addition, you'll also discover that with your new forces and abilities, your tasks are no more difficult, perhaps even less difficult than what you have been doing for the money that you are currently earning. Now ask yourself, how much money am I willing to earn? How much are you willing to earn? There are really three amounts you should decide upon. First, a yearly income you wish to earn now or in the future. Second, the amount of money you wish to have saved in the near future. And third, the amount of money you would like to have as retirement income, whether you retire from active work or not. Write down these three amounts. Now, of course, Black Billionaires Club, we're going to do this when we get to that part. Everybody else may or may not do it. Who knows? Most people won't. They think it's just a book. I read it, cool. They won't really do what the book tells them to do. They'll read it, maybe, if they get that far. Most people stumble at this point. They never decide on any of these three amounts. If you will answer these three questions honestly and review what you've written periodically, you will have automatically placed yourself in the top 5% of wage earners. As discussed in the 3rd chapter, you will have a plan and a blueprint for your future financial success. You will know where you are going. And if you are determined, you'll most assuredly reach your objectives. Now, there's one thing I tell people, and it's that, one of the things we find with poor or broke people is they never plan to get rich. They never decide that I'm going to get wealthy. So they just keep doing what they always do. They keep doing what they know to do, never thinking, there's a possibility for me to learn something that I don't know, take my life, take control of my life, take control of my income, and take my life to a whole nother level. You're in America, if you are in America. 2019, access to wherever you want in the world. Opportunity abound. And you still think somebody's holding you back. No, you're right. Somebody is holding you back. Your thinking. There are levels to this thing. That's about the best way I can put it. There are levels to this thing. How one man rose to the top. Whoever you are, regardless of race, age, or education, you can increase the amount of money you earn. After reading such a statement, you may think of me as brash and off base. However, to earn all you wish to earn all that you wish is possible. How? The key is providing the following illustration. A. Barry Rand, president of marketing division of Xerox, makes an imposing presence as he strides through the company's boardroom. He's on the job promptly at 6 a.m. like clockwork. Dozens of senior executives assemble for strategy sessions as Team Xerox begins to unfold. Within the next hour, Rand will conduct sales meetings in his spacious office, return to the boardroom for a critical conference with a market research group, and catch a corporate jet to go to a meeting about mapping future strategies. While commuting to the airport, he dictates letters and memos on his car phone to his secretary. When his day finally winds down, he describes it as routine. Rand does not take a matter-of-fact approach to his position as president of Xerox's $5 billion corporation. Charged with setting the strategic direction of the organization's marketing efforts, Rand is responsible for a workforce of 33,000 that handles direct sales and service of Xerox products and systems. In a very real sense, the future of this multi-billion-dollar corporation rests in his hands. How did this black man assume such a position of authority? His story should provide some insights. Barry Rand hails from a middle-class family where achievement was the order of the day. Both parents are college graduates, and he inevitably grew up in an environment of high expectations. His parents hoped their son would pursue a career in medicine, but having whet his appetite with part-time sales jobs while still in high school, he switched majors in college from pre-med to marketing. I was convinced, said Rand, that sales offered me the best opportunities. I felt that I could literally sell anything to anybody. Rand joined Xerox in 1968 as his first black sales trainee in the Washington, D.C. area. By 1970, he earned the title Regional Sales Representative of the Year and placed among the top 3 sales representatives in the nation. For his efforts, he was given special recognition. Unknowingly, this would be his first lesson on the importance of establishing clear financial goals. Clear financial goals. Now, if I would go to a room of unsuspecting people, intelligent, work hard, do the things that they want to do in life, and if I were to ask them to give me their top 3 financial goals, room full of 100 people, I doubt that there'll be 2 of them who can give them to me. 2. If I were to go in a room with 100 people and just say, hey, who in here has 3 financial goals? I doubt that even 2 of them would. At best, 2 of them would. Think about that. Clear financial goals. When you fail to plan, you plan to fail. How many guys have planned out, mapped out what you want financially? Very few. Which means that you bargain with life for a penny and life would pay you no more. So instead of bargaining with life, plan your life. Everybody put a console plan. Instead of bargaining with life, plan your life. And you might just be surprised what happens. With great anticipation, I took my award home, beaming from ear to ear. I shared my good fortune with my dad. He took one look at the plaque and shook his head. Son, he said, that's a nice prize for your efforts, but where's the money? I stood in front of him dazed by his question. Don't ever let anybody fool you again. The reality of his words struck like a bolt of lightning. I immediately began to set specific career and income goals. Those were a painstaking process. I knew this would be the only way I could plan my life. I fastidiously, say why I like reading, boy. I can't even say this word. I fastidiously recorded the dates in which I would reach the first level of sales management. Moreover, I developed a timetable in which I would return to school to complete an MBA degree. Finally, I recorded my income goals with a specific time frame for achievement, all to be accomplished by my 13th birthday. Mind you, my 30th birthday. Mind you, these were not wishes or pipe dreams, but goals that I reviewed each day. I was aware that my income was directly linked to my area of responsibility and service to the organization, with clearly defined goals. Rand rapidly progressed up the corporate ladder, from corporate director in 1980 to vice president of Eastern Operations in 1984 to his current position as the marketing president in 1986. Inch by inch, Barry Rand stalked his goals. As promotions, pay raises, and recognition followed according to plan, you too can benefit from the lesson that Barry Rand learned. The sad fact is that 95% of all workers have no major purpose other than working for a daily wage. The overwhelming majority will never decide upon specific, planned financial goals. Therefore, no matter how much work they perform or what effort they put forth, they will never eke out more than a bare living. They neither expect nor demand more. Right? So you say, so Bethany Rucker, thanks so much. You say your top 3 financial goals. Your number 1 goal is create more cash flow. Not a clear goal. Right? Not a clear goal. Be debt free in 1 year. Sounds great. Be debt free. You know, it'll be more clear when you say be debt free. I'm going to pay off however much debt that is by a year from now. Whatever that is. 20,000, 30,000, 5,000, 10,000. Have a specific number. I got paid this amount of money. This amount of money, it's a number, will be paid off by February 20th, 2020. Right? Create more cash flow. Not a clear goal. Again, another vague goal. Why I say it's vague? Well, okay, so if your cash flow increases by $10, that's creating more cash flow. Is that what you're looking for? Again, don't bargain with life when it comes to these financial goals. Right? Start a brokerage account for your son. Okay, that's cool. It's not really a financial goal, but that's cool. You open an account. I mean, you open a savings account, open a checking account. Now, if you said, hey, we're gonna start a brokerage account for my son. We're gonna start a brokerage account for my son, and we're gonna deposit $2,500 in it. Hey, that's a financial goal. It's got a number. Everybody, I want you. I'm getting on y'all. Thank you so much for letting us know. But at the end of the day, financials is a number. It's a number. Create more cash flow. What's the number? Be out of debt. What's the number? Start a brokerage firm. Well, how much? It's a number. Financial goals are numbers. Great start, though, by the way. But financial goals are numbers. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, although we may even set these goals, vague goals get us vague results, by the way. And then we go and say, hey, I wanted to create more cash flow. Well, you did. Well, I wanted more. Well, you didn't say you wanted more. You said you wanted to create more cash flow. Create more cash flow is what you did. But I know, well, I mean, it wasn't clear. You got what you wanted. It just was vague. So you got a vague goal. You got a vague result. And God granted you your wish. Everybody's happy, right? Nah, not really, because my mind was saying more than $10. Well, be clear. You're going to get what you want. I'm telling you. You ask and you shall receive. But if you ask vaguely, you're going to receive vaguely. You're going to get what you want. You will. But don't complain when you get it and you say, well, wait a second. What's up, Mr. Hughes? How you doing? Not making any sense. So they're not expect nor demand more, but the man of affluence and success demands riches in definite terms. He has a specific plan that he carries out, giving useful service equivalent in value to the wealth he demands. Life pays the successful man on his own terms and equally compensates the man who asks for nothing more than daily wages. The wheel of fortune reacts to the mental blueprints each man sets up in his mind and brings him in physical or financial form the exact equivalent of that blueprint. How specific is your plan? I'm telling you, just try it. I mean, just give it a whirl. Say, you know what? I'm going to get as detailed and specific as I possibly can. I'm done with the vague life. I'm done with the vague results. Here's what I want, and doggone it, here's what I'm going to go get. Attitudes towards money. There are two attitudes towards money. There's the attitude held by the majority who trim their wants and desires to fit their income. And there's the attitude held by the minority, the free spirits who make their incomes fit their wants. Which of these attitudes represents your present thinking? Are you the person who trims your wants and desires to fit your income? Or are you the person who makes your income fit your desires? When you write down the yearly income you plan to earn, you undoubtedly know whether or not it's average for your present line of work. Chances are that the figure you decide upon will be above average. Ask yourself, who in my line of work is now earning this amount of money? If you know, you'll have a clear idea of what you'll have to do in order to earn it. It is through this process that men and women of average abilities advance through the ranks into positions of prominence, positions with corresponding incomes, regardless of your field. Your business needs new leaders. It needs men and women to keep the industry expanding. It needs new servers. Many of today's top black executives were once accountants and shipping clerks, struggling lawyers, service station attendants, salespeople, mailroom clerks, and mechanics. There isn't a position from which men and women have not climbed to the top. If you understand what I'm about to say, you will attain the riches you desire. It's not the position. It's the person. It's not your present circumstances that count, but the circumstances you create that are important. The only limit on your income is you. The only limit on your income is you. And the income you decide upon can be achieved within the framework of your present work, industry, or profession, where you already have a start and a place. Think about what he's saying. He said, why go somewhere else and start over again? You already have a start where you are. Why go start over again? I mean, that makes pretty good sense. I already got started. All I got to do is just get better with where I started. Versus, let me go start somewhere else. That's me starting all over again, starting at the bottom. I chose it. I chose to start back at the bottom again. And then I'm going to try to see that. Then I'm going to choose something else. I'm going to start back at the bottom again. All that is needed is a plan, a roadmap, and courage to press on to your destination. So you need a plan. That's what I help you with. A roadmap. That's what I help you with. Courage. That's what God helps you with. You need help with a plan. You need help getting a roadmap together. It's something I call future by design. It's a plan. It's a roadmap to help you to get to where you want to go. Now, the courage, you got to get that from God. The courage to get the help you need, you got to get that from God. The courage to sign up and register for the Black Billionaires Club, you got to get that from God. The courage to then do or follow the plan that you put together, you got to get that from God. You must know in advance that there will be disappointments and setbacks, but you must also know that nothing on earth can stand in the way of a well thought out plan, backed by persistence and determination. With your income goal firmly planted in your subconscious, spend a part of each day thinking of ways in which you can increase your service. Now, how many people do that? Every day, you're thinking about how can I do more? How can I provide more service? Huh? What do you think I did with the Black Billionaires Club, by the way? We started out with one thing. I said, well, how can we give more? You got another. Okay, what else can we do to give more? Got some other. Okay, what can else do more? Okay, now. Okay, how more stuff? Okay, what can we do now? Okay, now we at silver level. What else can we do to give more? And give more. And give more. And give more. Now, we give so much service, people are like, I'm not paying enough. Anybody ever got that? Somebody, you do something for somebody, or you do a service, maybe you help them out. Yeah, you watch their kids. I don't know, you do something. You be like, oh, okay, don't worry, just, give me $20. They be like, $20? No. You provided too much service. I got to give you $40. You're like, no, it's just $20. No, you literally be like, no, don't give me the extra money. I only want $20. They be like, no. You're not going to steal you're not going to dishonor me by not taking the $40. You're like, no, it's only $20. No, I'm giving you $40, God darn it. You taking this $40. Anybody ever had that happen? The other people who try to give you the money, who want to give you the money, who want to pay for the service that you provided, they feel it's worth way more than what you were charging. And you are trying to, be good or whatever, I don't know what the word is, but you were like, no, don't give me more, just give me 20. That's all I charge. Did you ever think that that's the good Lord sending you a message saying, listen, you keep devaluing your service. I keep putting people in front of you saying, hey, your service is worth more. But you keep devaluing your own service. Wow. You literally deny other people the ability to bless you with more. Think about that for a second. Woo! And then the next day, we're like, dang, I ain't got no money. He just sent an angel with money. Say here. Listen, I've been there. We are silly. We human beings, we are silly. We damn near stupid. we do some stupid stuff. I mean, that's just silly, foolish. There's another word to use. You look back on it, you be like, yeah, that was pretty silly. What the hell are y'all doing? Okay. With your income firmly planted, spend part of your service, know that you have only to manage this, and the income will take care of itself. Know that you only have to manage this, and the income will take care of itself. Since the money you want to earn is more than you're now receiving, you should try to find ways of increasing your service until the gap has been bridged. Look at your card or paper with the 3 amounts written on it. By setting a financial goal, you're demonstrating faith. You'll find that you will begin to become what others call lucky. You'll begin to get good ideas, and you'll take far more interest in your work and your company. You'll see opportunities that until now have gone unnoticed. In fact, you'll soon discover that you're no longer the same person. Be realistic about your financial goals. Trying to jump too far too soon can often result in confusion and tension and worry. Take your growth in sensible, logical steps, remembering that the main idea is that you know what you want and that you realize your rewards will match your service. Reflect on the mental laws, cause and effect that control our universe. The cause must precede the effect, or the effect cannot occur. You can have whatever you desire. You need only make up your mind. One of the toughest questions for people to answer as I coach and go around the country. What do you want? I mean, you will be amazed how many people back up from that question. What do you want? Well, I don't know what I want. Well, how can you get it? I mean, anything will work then. What do you want? That's a good question. Well, why is it a good? I know it's a good question. It's a simple question, though. Have you not figured out what you want yet? When are you going to figure it out? How long do we got to wait to get an answer? What do you want? You will be amazed how many people can't answer that question clearly and say, here's what I want. By the end of March, I want 100 members to be in the Black Billionaires Club. By the end of March, I want to have 20,000 followers follow me on across my Facebook platform so I can get paid from Facebook. By April 27th, we want to launch the Young Black Billionaires Club. To be clear, what am I doing? I'm demonstrating faith, and I'm telling the world, you're going to give me what I want. Now, I say it may sound funny to you. This is the type of relationship I got with my guy. He be telling me, challenge me. And I be like, okay, I'm going to challenge you. And he win every time. Okay? I just win every time. But it's okay. I'm going to keep trying. What do you want? It is amazing how many people cannot say what they want. It's almost like you're asking them, to kill themselves or something. You're like, what do you want? Why? How dare you ask me something like that? Who asks questions like that? Well, what do you mean? What do you want? I mean, how are you going to have a further conversation? You can't tell me what you want. I remember I was dating a girl, and, I was trying to figure it out. I was like, hey, okay, tell me, what do you want? Well, if you knew me, you know what I want. Oh, Lord. We ain't going nowhere. If you knew me, you would know what I want. Oh, Lord, that's over. Can't even be specifically and tell somebody what you want. Now you want people to guess and to just know what you want. You're an individual. You got your own mind, you got your own thoughts, you got your own experiences, but you want somebody else to know what you want. Okay. That didn't last long. What? What do you want? How much do you want to earn? How much? It's difficult for many people to answer. Have faith in yourself and the quiet, firm inner knowledge that you can and will accomplish your goals. Know that the answer you seek will come to you. The answer that you seek will come to you in their own time if only you keep searching for them. Did you stop looking? Did you look one day and give up? Every day I'm looking for more ways to make more money. Every day. I'm looking for more ways to serve more people every day. When I get a call, little email, hey, we got career day, I'm like, yes, another opportunity. Another opportunity to make a difference in the life of the youth. That's what I've been called to do. I go. Lo and behold, I went to one career day last week. I'm in the school. I was like, wow, what is this? But guess what? While I was there, I met a DJ, put my book in his hand. He broadcast my book out on V103. While I was there, I met another brother. He's a black owner. He's owner of a potato chip company. Now I could have not went, but that would have been me passing over opportunity repeatedly. And guess what else happened? I told him, hey, the way that y'all got this set up, not really conducive for the kids. You got them all in the same room. Y'all gave them stuff, and we ain't really got time to interact with them. Guess what they did? They said, well, hey, why don't we set up a one-on-one? Why don't we bring you back? And we're going to set up this time for you to do what you do for the children. Now, none of that would have happened if I never went in the first place. What does that say? Some of you simply need to show up. If you simply just show up, you're doing 90% more than the rest of the world. If you simply show up. Can't make you go, though. Can't make you do. Can't make you. It's free will. It's a choice. And above all, realize that money cannot be directly sought. Money, like happiness, is an effect. It is the result of a cause, and the cause is valuable service. Keep money in its proper place. It is a servant and nothing more. Too much emphasis on money reverses the entire picture. You then become the servant and money the master. It's good to have money and the things that money can buy, but it's good too to occasionally make sure that you haven't lost the things that money cannot buy. Personal prosperity means more than wealth. Read this chapter as often as possible. Seal your plans in your mind, then relax. Right now, you have no idea how the additional income you seek is going to come, or how you're going to save the amount you plan, or how you can possibly arrange for the retirement income you've decided upon. Remember, the means is not important. The only important idea is that you know what you want. Let's start there. How about that? Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. The only thing that's important right now, billionaires, is that you decide what you want. This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where black folk do read. You put in a book, we absolutely will find it. In the comments below, I'd like for you to share one thing that you learned today. We don't do this just to do this. We do this to make a difference. And hopefully we made a difference in your life today. A lot of people say, hey, I don't like to read. Well, you're missing out on some good stuff when you say something like that. Because now we're starting to see how valuable it is to actually read the thoughts of others. And then to actually implement the things into our life. Was this worth your time and why? Basically the question I'm asking you. Called you giving a little feedback. I've given something to you, 40 minutes of my time. I'm just asking you to get something back, your feedback. Should we keep doing this? Is this making a difference? I mean, they say black folk don't read. I think I'm proving them wrong. It's just all it takes is a little leader. Somebody say we're going to just do what other people are not going to do. That way we can live how other people can't afford to live. That's all I'm doing. That's it. And I'm just asking you to do the same. Simply do what everybody else is unwilling to do. And I can guarantee you, you will live the life that no one else can afford to live. But if you keep doing what everybody else is doing, you'll keep getting what everybody else is getting. Not much. It's a choice. All right? It's a choice. I'm ERGJ, certified financial educator. Miss Mary said, Mary said, I need to know what I want before anything else. Know what you want. Write down a vision and make it plain. Become very specific and clear on your goals. Right? Make sure I have a vision about what I want. Right? The Black Billionaires Club. Guess what we do? Tonight we're going to be looking at another digging deep into a stock market. But tomorrow we got business development session. Last night was y'all was here last night. Oh my goodness, last night was magical. Had personal development session. We had a little group coaching. We helped the brother out. I mean, that last night. Oh my goodness, and you're missing it. Is it possible you're missing an opportunity again and again and again? Passing over opportunity repeatedly. Well, you can change that today. You can simply choose to right now join the Black Billionaires Club. Go to www.theblackbillionairesclub.com, www.theblackbillionairesclub.com. Think about it this way. If we're doing this in public, making a difference, imagine what we're doing in private. Imagine what we're doing in our private sessions. Well, you can take a step.